Welcome to the podcast, everybody. My name is the ultimate warrior known as the Fangwild, and I am only accompanied by Galactic, who's also still a ducker. Ain't that right, Galactic?
I don't know what that means.
You said what?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
You gonna throw hands, bro? We gonna be running Soul Calibur fades, all right.
I guess.
Yeah, and let me kiss you on the mouth. Anywho, as you see, we are here with the gaming one, but there's gonna be a little bit more to the gaming stuff because we gotta talk about a few things like that DC fandome event or fandom or dome.
It's an interesting event.
What is it called? The fandome or the fandom?
Fandom.
Okay, how do you spell fandom?
Fandom.
I think it's spelled how it's said.
Okay,
Anyways,
they put an E at the end of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
That to me is fandom. That's not how you spell fandom. That spells fandom.
It's unfortunate.
Am I tripping or am I being a jackass here?
No, I don't think you're tripping. I just think whoever was in DC's marketing team just was like, yeah, so this is how we're doing it, and yeah.
Okay, let's talk about the highlights, man, because we ain't about to be here for the rest of our everlasting lives. Okay. Tell me I'm recording. Okay. Yes, I am. Yeah, okay. Because I was about to say, if I'm not recording this podcast is going to get a lot shorter than what it needed to be. All right. First thing is up. I'm looking at the highlights page. The Batman. We saw a look and teaser of the Batman. Robert Pattinson taking the
mantle.
The mantle. Yes. You know, I like you. You keep finishing my sentences.
Here, I'm gonna let you go first because I'm the DC fan here, so I'm just gonna let you.
It would be more sensible if you went first, my chief.
I just wanted to hear what you had to say about Pat Bat.
Pat Bat? Oh, Pat Bat looks very interesting. He looked interesting. He looked like he was the role, or he has the role on lock, because everything, like he looked menacing as Batman. He looked with the makeup on his eye. I was like, he looks like he's fucking insane and angry. And then when that gentleman attempted to step up on him, he ran. I want to say he beat him up. That's not what happened. He ran.
He killed him.
Nah, he ran. Like if you make the black version of that, he'd be like, "Yo, what up? You trying to run some fades?" And he ran them fades, bro. He killed that guy with.
I don't know if you ever played Arkham. Did you play Arkham Knight?
Yes.
Have you ever noticed when you're playing Arkham Knight how an enemy will be down and then you hit triangle about 40 times and Batman just keeps outgoing him? Yeah. That's exactly what I thought of when he did that. It was just like, and I heard the Arkham Knight sounds. I was like, he's like, who the hell are you? I was like, damn.
I'm not gonna lie. He's like, I am vengeance. I was just like, yo, why did you still beat that man up though? Like, I'm pretty sure he has a wife and kids, bro. He didn't have to. You didn't have to make his wife a widow, bro. I'm pretty sure he would apologize if you just said, nah, bruh. But I like the fact that the villain's going to be the Riddler, and I like that this is not like a seasoned Batman. It's more of a clearly he's not been doing this for a very long time,
right?
Because he's wearing regular boots and shit.
Yeah, to get into what my thoughts, right? I'm gonna start with I'm gonna just come out and say I don't like his Bruce Wayne. I don't like it. I don't like how it looks. However,
I liked it.
However, as a DC fan, as someone who knows what Batman is like, once they told me, or once I got a grasp of, hey, this is Batman first starting out, I was like, oh.
Yeah, you kind of like you see that he's clearly like starting out from the boots,
Which is
like
for
how young he looks and everything.
Yeah, and for anyone that was watching, like, oh, I don't like that, like me, well, you got to understand that, hey, this guy is fresh from assassin school. he he doesn't quite know how to handle certain things yet. He's just figuring out how to be Batman, which is why it's okay for him to be like this. In fact, I think if they try to make him a seasoned Bruce Wayne at that point, it wouldn't make any damn sense. So I'm fine with it, and I hope to God that in the future when they keep him as Batman, because we all know they are, they fix his Bruce Wayne to make him, more. Hot take. My favorite Bruce Wayne actually is Bruce Wayne, not Batman. Is what's his name? Affleck. Yeah, in my opinion, he has the best Bruce Wayne.
Not gonna lie. While you say this, his Batman to me, or both his Bruce Wayne and his Batman were kind of idiots. I hate it.
I'm talking in terms of like the character, like nailing the character down. Like I think he had it. He had the perfect Bruce Wayne. Okay. He even had the bat smirk down perfectly.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that actually makes sense. I see what you're saying. Because
it was written horribly, yes, but that has nothing to do with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, all he was doing was just following the script. I'm never gonna blame him and be like, "Yo, you ruined this fucking character," even though people were, doubting this man from Jump Street. But I can generally say, he did a good job. His Batman was pretty cool, even though he was a psychopath. But I get it. But this new Batman, though, I'm not gonna lie to you. That combo alone, son. I've been watching the combo the whole time since we started talking about this. I literally just watched it again, and it's so visceral. Like how many hits is it? What? Hold on, let me count. I'm gonna put the sound up so people can hear it on the screen. Hold on, wait.
How are you supposed to be?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's probably more, but I counted 12. There is probably more, though. Galactic, if he hit this man any more times than that, I'm walking out the theater, and I'm going to go buy me another ticket, and I'm going to walk back into the theater.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. Batman's a brutal character, so it makes sense to have it that way.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to see. I like the way his Bruce Wayne look. I'm not gonna lie to you. But yeah, it looked pretty. It looked pretty amazing. The next thing was the Wonder Woman trailer. I have some positives, and I still have my negatives about it. The person they got to play Cheetah, I don't particularly like this person that they got to play her. Second, during the trailer, I don't know, let me find it, what the scene was that literally made me almost want to go, I think you did that wrong. Yes, okay. At the trailer, at the 1 minute and 12-second mark, when she spins on the air after Wonder Woman, that shit looks so stupid.
It does.
It looked really dumb. And honestly, I know if I was in a theater, I would have been looking at the screen like, what the fuck? And probably been like, nah, bro.
Here's what I have to say on that.
What?
Have you ever seen anything with Cheetah in it?
Yeah.
She's very... the way her moveset and everything works for her is just it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
she's very flippy in the sky.
I mean, I get it, but the way it looked on the screen, it looked pretty stupid, and
that's what I was getting to. So with her, it's not going to be easy to put her on the screen.
And I already tell you they got a CG fight because they already showed it.
Now, her as the cheetah, when she went through the transformation, she actually did look pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that part she looked pretty good, but the one before that, I was just like, no, we need a different actress. But yeah, it was. I can't wait. Is it gonna be in theaters that we can watch it in theaters?
Now, just like New Mutants was in theaters. Movie theaters have come back, but I think they have extreme social distancing, which is obviously like a thing.
Yeah,
they cut all the theater capacity down to like maybe 15% or something.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We can go see a movie. I'm probably gonna go see.
It's actually 15 cents for a ticket right now.
Oh my goodness! Why would you say that?
Because Corona really did mess up the movie theaters. Like they almost went bankrupt. So
yeah,
I think I saw somewhere online that movie tickets might come back for 15 cents.
Oh, let me see if there's a movie theater in my area that's open. Ooh, there is. I could go watch Tenet. Happen to Anyone. Oh, Russell Crowe's Unhinged. There's nothing else out here.
Yeah, because all movies this year were basically delayed or canceled. Or
I can go watch Spider-Man: Homecoming. I can watch Inception.
Yeah, they're replaying a bunch of old movies because that's how desperate these movie theaters are right now. A lot of movies haven't had the chance to come out, and movie theaters are going broke as we speak because of it. So
I can go watch Donnie Darko. Jesus. But New Mutants sucks, so I'm not gonna waste my time. The next thing we get, huh?
They were hoping for New Mutants to be good.
Yeah, no,
but that failed.
Yeah, that failed miserably. Moving on, huh?
Or they opened for New Mutants. My bad.
Yeah,
but I think Wonder Woman's hitting theaters later.
Yeah, I'll go see that if anything. The next thing that they showed off was the Snyder Cut trailer for the Justice League. Now, I'm gonna say this. The Justice League was not a good movie. It was a shit movie.
For obvious reasons.
For very obvious reasons. But if this movie turns out to be better, because it's 4 hours, right? If this turns out to be better, I mean, and I told your brother, I said the bar is not high for them to be better. It is real easy. One of the things they did that automatically made it a step above was turn Steppenwolf from a Dreamcast character to a PlayStation 4 character. It was so easy. And then they showed off some things in the trailer that made more sense. Fine, I get that. All I want them is to be them and stop trying to be Marvel, and then we're good. Which is, one of some of the things I got.
Here's the real kicker about Justice League. Because it was cut up and reshot by the Marvel guy. That's kind of, imagine the movie being 4 hours of shooting, only to get changed around by some guy from a different company with a different vision. So of course the Justice League was doomed from the start.
Yeah, I mean, we can't even blame Joss Whedon. Joss Whedon was set up like that, and he was just like, "The fuck am I supposed to do with this? Fix it. It's
not his fault.
Yeah,
it's not Snyder's fault either. They should have just went with Snyder's vision.
Yeah, it was WB's fault, and they should have just made a 2-part fucking movie. 2 hours here, 2 hours in the next year, we'd be good. Now, my only problem with this is if it still sucks.
Now, that's where I'm gonna come in and say it. I wholeheartedly believe this is gonna be a decent movie. I don't think it's gonna be Avengers 1 level.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be a decent movie. Based on what I've seen in the trailer so far.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder actually low-key knew what he was talking about.
When he said what?
When he was writing these movies. Now, maybe not Batman v Superman, but
Batman v Superman is, no matter which edition, a shit movie. The extended cut was a shit movie. The regular cut is a shit movie. It is still a shit movie. It's a shit movie. So.
I'm saying what he did with Justice League, with the Dark Superman, and I was like, okay, so he actually kind of knew what the fuck he was going for. Which brings it back to what I was saying. If Snyder had a vision, good or bad, they should just let him go out with it. Because at the end of the day, it's better to have some sort of vision in the movies, in this the continuity, than to have jumbled up mess that we got.
Oy. You're right.
Which is why I think the Snyder Cut's going to be good anyway.
Yeah, like I said, it didn't take no time for it to get better. You just got to. All you had to do was just fucking. It was real easy. It was real easy.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up. Yeah, and then now, so for the next thing, we got the Gotham Knights. Now, Gotham Knights. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. Right? When I first saw it, I got hype. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I'm going to use Red Hood because I want to shoot people in the face.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a fuck about the Red Robin. I don't give a fuck about Batgirl. I don't give a fuck about Nightwing. And I do like the fact that it's not in the Arkham universe, so it created a whole new thing.
Because if it's not in the Arkham universe,
I
would rather see Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
Because he's just my favorite Robin.
Yeah, right? And I'm not going to lie to you. So because of this, I was a little like, okay, this as long as I can pick Red Hood and shoot people in the face. I don't care. And then more and more things came out. So the positives, like I said, I do like the fact that you can use these 4 characters, especially Red Hood, so I can shoot people in the face. I just want to shoot people in the face. That's all I care. Mainly shoot people in the face. I can't wait to be like, bow, 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 bow. Hey, Wow Fei, you just blew our cover. Fuck that. I'm shooting people in the face. Bow, 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 bow. Then
I do like the fact that one person could do it you said, and not everyone is going to be caught at the same time.
Yes, that's why I said to your brother, I was like, if we're playing a game and you're being stealthy and I'm Red Hood, I'm just going to shoot somebody in the face and tell you to go do what you have to do. Which, again, my problems come into the game. And 2 things that bug me. One, why couldn't they put it in the Arkham universe? It would have been so much better if it was there, so it could continue at the end of Arkham Knight.
I think the ending of Arkham Knight was supposed to be like a send-off for the Arkham series.
But that's the fucked up part. Well, I'll get to why that's dumb. So it was that. And then after that, the one thing, and the thing that bugged me the most, and I don't know if you've seen it through the gameplay and all that shit, there's one thing I hate in games like this. It's one small thing I hate. The levels. You level up in this game.
Oh,
and I was like, for the love of God.
Listen.
If it goes to... No, listen. If it does the Assassin's Creed thing where if I stealth up against a person where the number says 50 and mine says 25 and it doesn't work, I'm not going to give the game high remarks. I guarantee you this, bro. I'm going to fry the game up. Because I saw that shit when I was fighting Mr. Freeze and I saw numbers coming off Mr. Freeze and I was like, oh no.
Here's what I can say about that. The landscape of gaming, single player games anyway, everything's going in that direction.
I mean, yeah, but
you're gonna have a level system in every single player game.
I know, and guess what? That's happened with Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed Origins, Ubisoft got complaints, and then it was like, okay, we'll see what happens. Or freaking Odyssey, they didn't fix it. They added the levels again and made it even worse. It was like, okay, see, you said you don't want the levels. Let's add more levels in this stealth game, right? And it was like, okay. So the new Assassin's Creed, they took that shit out. A lot of games are taking out the level. Origami is a stealth game, multiplayer stealth game that doesn't have a leveling system. Like, you don't need to put levels in a stealth game. I get it. This is an Arkham game or a Batman game where you don't really need to stealth. You just need to shoot people in the face if you're Red Hood. I mean, because that's all I'm going to do. I don't give a fuck about stealth. But if they just limit the stealth shit to only, I mean, not the stealth, the level and the numbers coming off the shit to only bosses, I'm fine. But if they do it on regular enemies, I'm going to be pissed off. This is going to be like, oh no, you hit a level 50 enemy with stealth and he's going to automatically get up. Like, no, son. No fucking way. I hate that shit. And then the third thing that I honestly was kind of like, oh shit. If this is a live service game like the Avengers, they're fucked in the water. So I hope and pray to God they avoid this bullshit.
Why do you see that?
You'll see, man. We'll see, man. Remember, I have a prediction for these things.
Well, I mean, why? Why do you say that? I just want to.
So
I'm curious.
it reminds me of the Avengers. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, don't get me started with my problems with the Avengers. While I like the game and just have a couple problems with it, it kind of reminds me of the Avengers, and kind of from what they were talking about with the costumes and outfits and shit. I feel as though they're gonna put a lot of DLC shit, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a premium currency. If they don't have a premium currency, I'm not gonna fucking complain. But if they go, oh, here's the DLC for the outfits, and you know what's gonna make me flip my shit? If they go, here's DLC for Damian Wayne, I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, you guys have lost your everlasting minds.
I will be like, Damian Wayne is obviously one of the most popular rockers. I was gonna say most popular, but he's getting up there.
Yeah, him and if they say, here's Batwing, here's the other Batwoman, here's Batwoman instead of Batgirl, you're gonna be like, bruh.
Like, I hope there's gonna be more unlockable characters. I hope the Bat family's huge. It would be a missed opportunity to just have these four. Excuse me. These four on the screen. When you have Batwoman, Batwing, you have just all these other characters that are Huntress, you know, like, yeah, I would not be down to have just these four. Nightwing's cool, he's always cool to use, but I'm not the biggest fan of Red Hood. He's cool, I'm not the biggest fan, but I guess I'm just salty because David's not in the game.
Yeah.
Honest.
And the next thing, like I said, it should be a good movie. I mean, a good game. It's just I'm just afraid of the things. And like I said, you know what happens when I get afraid of things? If my predictions come true again, I'm going to literally be called the Three-Eyed Raven again.
I think it's going to be average. I don't expect this game to be good at all.
Okay. All right. The next thing, because I stopped caring about the Flash show, the Suicide Squad. What did you feel about that? Because I don't know half the people besides like Harley Quinn. So how did you feel about the Suicide Squad?
The movie?
Yeah, the movie.
Seeing that they didn't really show, they just showed the characters.
Yeah.
They didn't show the villain.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't show a lot. So, you know, it is what it is. I think it's going to be good, simply because, based off the little glimpses that we saw,
yeah,
James Gunn, he got it, bro. He got it. And I hope he does Suicide Squad for the rest of DC in general, because what I saw was hot fire on the screen. There's little flashes of what was happening. I was like, yes. And I think they saw screenshots. I forgot his name. That there's a DC villain that he's a Superman villain, I should say, and he takes control. He's a star, or he might be a Justice League villain. But he takes control of people, and if he's the villain, it kind of makes sense why the Suicide Squad would be there, and it would be like a I heard them talking mentions of a war or whatever they were talking about.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think there's something good's gonna happen in this movie.
Yeah. Also, there is another thing about Gotham Knights that literally had me go, "Oh no." Do you remember that you remember everything about Arkham Origins? Do you remember anything about that shit?
No.
Well, apparently, I don't know if you know, but Arkham Origins was considered a terrible game, and one of the worst. Yeah, those are the people that's making Gotham Knights, while Rocksteady's making the Suicide Squad game.
Okay, well, here's my thing. Game companies, they mess up. Majority of the time, they grow, unless you're EA
and Slant 6. And what else was that company that I said was a bad game? And they made a bad game, and I was like, oh. You know what? I'm going to bring up the prime example. You guys remember when that stupid Resident Evil game was coming out, and I said, it's going to be shit? And your brother and your cousin was like, nah, it's going to be a good game. And it came out, and it was shit.
Which one?
Umbrella Chronicle. No. What was the name of that damn game? Umbrella Core? No, not Core. The one that the co-op Resident Evil game that came out years ago. Raccoon City, yes, Operation Raccoon City. And it came out and it was garbage because people don't understand the developer behind that game was Slant 6 and they haven't made a good game ever. Yeah.
Well, I think
but yeah.
Gotham Knights, I feel like it's going to be a little split. I don't think it's going to be a AAA title.
It is a AAA title already.
I think it's going to be a little spin-off side. I don't know. It's going to be like an arcade type game.
Yeah, we'll see. But then there's the game from Rocksteady, which was confirmed to actually be in the fucking Arkham universe.
Which is good.
Yeah, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and it's going to be a third-person shooter.
If I'm being honest, I can't tell. Forgive me. I don't remember if it was Suicide Squad the movie or Suicide Squad the game with the Superman villain that takes control of people. I think it might be the game, which is why we're getting Justice League versus Suicide Squad. But
I think the Suicide Squad is Brainiac taking over heroes.
I think it's the movie.
The movie's, I believe your brother said Starro or something like that.
Okay, so that's the Superman villain I'm speaking of, Starro. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe the movie. Okay, that kind of makes sense. I can see that. Starro is pretty good. If you've ever seen Justice League Unlimited, the cartoon.
Yeah.
You should know who that is.
Barely.
He was in an episode, I believe. A couple. That's cool. So Brainiac and Starro, it kind of makes sense. They're both essentially big threats. So I like what they're doing.
Oh, that's gonna be amazing.
No complaints from me.
Yeah, I do like to kill the Justice League joint though. I just want to kill Superman, even though it's not gonna make any sense. You're
not gonna kill Superman.
Yeah.
Realistically, what they're gonna do is they're gonna snap each one of them out of it, one by one.
Yeah.
Which is perfectly fine.
But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. We'll see when they show more. I have more confidence in this game than I'm not gonna lie. I have a little bit more confidence in this one.
I think that game, the Suicide Squad game, is going to be amazing based on what they showed so far. It's just like they got the characters.
They didn't show no gameplay. They only showed the trailer.
But they got the characters down right, and that's kind of
playing
the first Suicide Squad. Anyway.
Yeah, you're right. And moving on to the Black Adam movie, which I thought was going to be a part 2 to Shazam, but then they already said Shazam is also getting a sequel. So now my question is,
I thought you knew this.
No, Black Adam's going to be are they going to come? Isn't he a villain?
Black Adam, how do I put this? He's not really a villain per se. He kind of just his village. He protects his village, and he doesn't care how he protects it. So he'll just do whatever he wants. And a lot of the time, that means he'll fucking outright kill someone. He's more like an anti-hero than a villain. He does what he wants to protect his city. If that means he's with the bad guys for a day, he's with the bad guys for a day.
Oh, okay. Because I thought he was a villain.
He's more often than not in the villain role. Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's an anti-hero.
Essentially.
Okay, I just looked him up on what's going to say he's an anti-hero, not a villain. But then again, IGN called him the 16th greatest comic book villain of all time. So yeah, IGN
he's a good,
not knowing what to fucking talk about again.
When he's a villain, he's a good villain. That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, moving on.
What else did DC show?
They talked about Aquaman, Shazam 2, Sandman. It's gonna be on Netflix. Titans season 3, and Flash season 7, obviously. But with that, I didn't care about certain things. Like Flash, I didn't give a fuck. I stopped watching Flash after it sucked horribly. Titans, and I didn't watch Titans yet, so.
Titans, I believe, from what I'm hearing, that's another show I'm not gonna watch. I heard season 1.
Season 1 was bad.
It was bad, yes. I heard season 1 was bad, but then what they did was some of the things they did in season 2 was good, so they're keeping it going. I know DC apparently is giving all their shows to HBO.
Yep.
Which, there's nothing wrong with that. There's no point in them having an app if they're going to just put all the movies on a different streaming service anyway. So I feel like, it is what it is. Even though I kind of like the DC app because you could look at all the comics there.
Yeah.
But that's what it is. So, is that all DC had to offer?
All the important shit. I didn't show off every single thing because we'd be here for the rest of our lives, but it was alright. Let's move on to what I like to say the main event of this is GAMESCOM 2020. All the best trailers.
I missed all of GAMESCOM. So
yeah, I did too.
It surprised me.
Yeah, hold up. I just want to know what one of these games is or what it's going to be. Hold up. Do you know what the game Lord of the Rings Gollum is going to be? Is that going to be like a...
Ooh, I was looking at that in the future game event. I'm not sure if pretty sure they're not tied together at all. But there was a future gaming event that Game Radar did. They had the voice actor of Snake hosted, but that's besides the point. I think they were just saying that it's just gonna go through Gollum's story and it's gonna provide a little bit more about his character.
Yeah, but is it about the Gollum we see now? Or is it about the Gollum... Was Gollum a buff boy when he was, not a shriveled piece of nothing?
In the footage that I saw, he was the shriveled up Gollum, sneaking about. But also, bear with me, I haven't seen... Oh,
it's a stealth adventure game.
I don't want to see Lord of the Rings. I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. So.
Ayo, somebody literally posted that the Lord of the Rings, the next Lord of the Rings game is you're gonna play as the Ring, but that's okay. I'm not gonna fucking.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah,
but it's a stealth. From what I picked, in the little bit I've seen of the show,
yeah.
Gollum, was never really.
I mean, he's popular though.
He's popular, but he wasn't really like the main character on the screen fighting all the time, so it kind of makes sense. He was the one sneaking around everywhere, so it kind of makes sense to me.
Excuse me. So, one of the trailers we got was Call of Duty, of course.
Still haven't seen the trailer, but I'm sure about the game anyway.
Yeah, Call of Duty looked the same. We got a game called Unknown 9 Awakening. I don't know if you saw the trailer for that. It looks like you freeze time and it go. I'm not even gonna. I couldn't even properly describe it if I wanted to. We got. Hold up a second. Does Gollum have a gameplay trailer?
I was gonna say I definitely seen.
No, Gollum doesn't have a gameplay trailer.
The Ratchet and Clank.
Yep, we got the Ratchet and Clank. More shit on the Ratchet and Clank game. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which they showed off that you can also use a female version of the character, which was to me at this point I don't care that
they've been doing that since Syndicate. Like no one cares anymore.
No one cares, and people were like, Origins is the first one where you get to use a female protagonist. I was like, so Evie Fry doesn't exist, you happy you motherfuckers? Okay.
I was actually, you know, I don't like Assassin's Creed, but Syndicate, the character design for that one was one of the ones I was like, I might have to try this game out.
Yeah. They showed off more Avengers, even though it comes out in a few days.
For what reason, I don't know.
You said what?
For what reason they showed more, I don't know. I just know. Don't Sony users get to play Avengers early?
Early if you pre-ordered it early. I'm gonna be playing it as of Monday, Tuesday. My next thing, I forgot to bring this up with the Avengers. One thing I don't like about the Avengers. I have a question for you.
Shoot.
If the Hulk smacks you, or Thor hits you with the hammer, what's supposed to happen?
You're supposed to fly.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. Yeah, it doesn't happen at all. It looks so stupid when Thor smack. Like at the beginning of the game, you get to smack up some people with Thor's hammer, and you're like, you're a human being. Or on the vice versa, I'm the Hulk and I'm beating up a human being, and I'm going, you're still a human being. You should not be standing after I smack you.
With the slight continuity errors, it's still kind of fun. From what I've seen.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's just you will never see me using the Hulk or Thor because I hate shit like that.
Well, you're gonna.
Nah, not all the time. No, if I don't have to use the Hulk or Thor, I'm good.
I know I've seen some at the beginning.
Oh yeah, you have to at the beginning. Yeah. They also showed off a Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 game. I think I may pick that up. I don't know. We'll see. They showed off Haven. It's a lovey-dovey RPG. Yeah, I played the demo of it. It was actually very good. It was actually very good. Like I genuinely had fun playing it. I know you were interested in Watch Dogs Legions. Are you?
Is that getting a PS5 port?
I don't know. I'm gonna check for you, sir.
Because if it is, then maybe.
Yes, it is getting a PS5 port. Yeah, I honestly would just wait.
Maybe PS5. That's my whole stick with a lot of these games right now. I'm just, if it's getting a PS5 port, I don't see a point in buying it for a PS4. The last thing I'm getting on PS4 is the Avengers game, and I know that's getting a PS5 port, but I told myself I would get one more PS4 game, so I'm getting one more.
Alright.
Yeah.
And then of course there's Call of Duty Cold War. I had to I'm not really gonna explain what the Call of Duty Cold War is. But yeah.
I didn't
see,
like I said, I didn't see any of the trailer. I purposely did that.
Yeah, Call of Duty Cold War. It's Black Ops Cold War. You get to use some of the. It goes back to the past instead of the future timeline. Even though they never finished the story from the future timeline when it came to the multiplayer characters, which actually pisses me off. The story with the future characters, the multiplayer characters, was actually pretty entertaining. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, you could read the logs and stuff. It was like kind of like Metroid Prime, where you had to get the narrative from playing as a character for a very long time. And then Black Ops 4 was like, let's make it a prequel to 3, and I was like, I'm not gonna do this.
You had the Call of Duty fans that was hating, so that's what you get.
Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 3 are my favorite, respectively. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you.
Well, like I just said, you had the Call of Duty fans that was hating, so you get what you get, and don't get upset.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because, at the end of the day, Call of Duty fans are just... They don't know what they want.
Yeah.
They don't know what they want. They're almost as bad as the Halo fans. Oh, man. Anyway, I'm going to avoid that conversation.
Please do, before you get comments on my goddamn videos for something I never said. We got a new World of Warcraft expansion.
Interesting. You gotta give it to them. People are still playing the game after all these years. I remember I was very young seeing the damn trailers for Warcraft, and they're still going strong today. You gotta give them that.
I give them the credit. I give them the credit. What I won't do is take them seriously. And you have my promise. I don't take World of Warcraft seriously.
Why is that?
Because it looks dumb as fuck. The game does not look good. Oh Lord Jesus, no, it doesn't look good. And let's not have this conversation on stream, on the podcast. We got Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, because we're gonna move on from there.
Interesting.
Yeah. Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, which is an Oculus Rift game, which is weird because EA effectively killed their own Medal of Honor series, if you don't recall, with Battlefield, and then Battlefield died, and now they're like, let's make an Oculus Rift game with Medal of Honor because I don't know if you remember all that tier 1 shit. We're tier 1. Oh man, the commercials are like, we're tier 1. Haha. I'm like, please stop.
Strategies are marketing strategies for a reason. You try to get you hyped for a product.
Yeah. So
always work.
You said what?
They don't always work in the end.
Yeah, it doesn't, and the game failed. Both of the Medal of Honors that came out failed miserably. My next question: you getting that Ratchet and Clank, bro?
Of course.
Oh yeah, that shit looks sexy.
Of course, that thing looks amazing. And I don't know if you're paying attention to the chat today, but that brings up some interesting things. I'm glad you said Ratchet and Clank, because we, as a lot of people are starting to notice with Xbox, right?
Yeah.
You notice how Ratchet and Clank has something very obvious at the bottom of its gameplay trailers?
Wait, what would that be?
A bright white tag that says, I don't know, played on a PlayStation 5 console. So a lot of people are starting to notice that online there's a lack, where every gameplay trailer we see from Xbox, it's lacking that. Made on the world's most powerful console. Where is that tag? Because a lot of these games we've been seeing have been made on PC, or not made on PC, but played from a PC, and that raises some issues for Xbox, because everyone's saying, well, they keep saying how they're the most powerful console of the next generation, and we're not seeing anything. And then, good thing they came out and said the Halo Infinite gameplay was on a PC, because you know the amount of people that were like, oh, this looks like garbage, even though I don't know what they were looking at. Pretty good to me, but I'm besides the point. It looked good to me. But, a lot of people were hating on it, and good thing they said that was on PC, because, well, Microsoft is kind of, I don't know how to say this, but they need to put some footage out And I know there's probably that one person that's watching and is going to be like, oh, well, here's some footage. Ooh. Well, you know, their conference that was meant to show off gameplay of the Series X, most of it was on PC, and that's what most people that don't actually really pay attention, like how maybe you and I would.
Yeah.
They see that conference and they're going, oh, so this looks kind of like the Xbox One. Meanwhile, Sony's conference, we have stuff like Ratchet and Clank, and you see, God damn, is he going into a whole other map in 0.5 seconds? Man, this game looks really nice. Look at Miles Morales. All of this stuff adds up towards a victory, and I'm not saying Microsoft is going to lose here. What I'm saying is there's they're going to run into some issues very soon. Very soon.
Yeah. Well, I'm inclined to agree with you. I feel as though you're 100% correct on this one. I can't find any disagreements in your logic right here. And again, I just finished the trailer, and it definitely said captured on PS5, and it made sure that was the thing to be said. It didn't just say, nah, bro, it just said captured on PS5. And
it says for the Xbox One, to be specific, when it's an Xbox trailer, it says representative of what the Xbox Series X can do.
Really?
Yeah, for some of them, you could see that at the bottom, representative of the Xbox Series X gameplay, but it's not actually the gameplay. And we know why it is. I think my brother put it best. Even though he's very biased, he's very right in this situation. Microsoft promises that everybody with an Xbox One X console will be able to play these games. So that's kind of, I feel like that's holding them back. They're trying to make the graphics, work on the older console instead of focusing on the new one.
You're right. And it is holding back, and you're right. I did talk to him, and he did say, hey, because they don't have a focus on one console, they're literally screwing themselves up, so they can't make the games look as best as they can.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, he's right, though, which is, it's sad, and it's kind of fucked up. But at the end of the day, I want to say I feel guilty, but I don't feel guilty at all, because at this point it's not my problem. It's their problem. They have to deal with this shit.
And they want me to buy their next console. I'm very happy. I want to get an Xbox, but I don't see a reason to get one.
I mean, I get you. Yeah, it's kind of how I am too. I don't see a reason to get one, and if I get one, it's going to be, I'll get one when Halo come out. I'm not even gonna fade you.
It's gonna collect dust in my hands.
Yeah.
So I'm just wait for something.
Yeah. Because we technically already have Xboxes, me and you.
I'm not sitting here playing these old backwards compatible games, and that's not it for me. So you need to give me something new, something I can mess with, because dang, I want to say before all these conferences hit, Xbox had me. I was gonna get an Xbox regardless. I was just like, huh?
Yeah, and then they said Halo delayed, and I was like,
It really was a big nail in the coffin.
The next, you said what? What was you saying?
That's what happened to the system.
Yeah. The next game they talked about was Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. I don't know if you were getting that. I know Spirit was getting that 110%.
Not I.
Yeah, Spirit will be 110% getting and streaming that. Is that coming to Xbox?
Yeah, it's coming to both. I believe. Yep.
Okay. All right. Next up is the Doom Eternal DLC, The Ancient Gods Part 1. I want to play Doom Eternal so bad, but I need to beat the first one. I'm not about to just get on this one, and then I'm gonna get on this shit. Then there's Fall Guys Season 2. Now, is it just me or did Fall Guys just come out? Why does it already have a Season 2?
Very, very, very popular, and they kind of need to update the game and add more modes. And Fall Guys definitely needs a private lobby. It definitely needs it needs some improvements. The most notable one being adding a private lobby option. If they were to do that, I feel like a lot of people would be on the game.
Okay.
A lot. And it already is, I don't know if you hear, it's the most downloaded PlayStation Plus game of all time.
Yeah.
So,
You're right. After that, we got the Age of Empires Definitive Edition. It's also on Game Pass for PC. I'm done.
so $5.
Yeah, literally, I'm not paying for that game.
So is that all that came out of Gamescom?
No, we're not done. I'm just like, as soon as this other word on Game Pass for PC, I'm like, yay! I just want to play on my Xbox. We got the new Dragon Age trailer, which to me this is BioWare's last chance. Do you feel? I feel as though this is BioWare's. This is the last chance before we hear that BioWare gets shut down. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you.
I think BioWare. Forgive me. I didn't think BioWare was still around.
Oh, they are. It's just, to me, this is the last chance they got.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. After Anthem, oh man, I hope they fired that whole team.
Yeah, this is the last one. If the game's not good, then they're gonna, yeah. I don't play Dragon Age. I was not a Dragon Age fan, so I'm not gonna buy it regardless. But yeah, moving on from there, we got the Star Wars Squadrons trailer. I'm still not gonna buy that piece of crap. I don't even know if it's a good game or a bad game. I'm not buying that.
I don't blame you. They haven't given us too much to work on or work with.
Is that all the games that they showed off at Gamescom? Let me go see if there's any more games they showed off at Gamescom. There has to be more.
Yeah, because it sounds pretty lackluster. It wasn't really a big review.
Oh, okay. We got the Surgeon Simulator 2, Bridge Constructor: The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We got Bridge Constructor: The Walking Dead. That's pretty cool. That's pretty lame. I'm not gonna fucking lie to you. We got Happy Giant. Happy Giant.
What's that?
It didn't have a trailer.
Okay.
They showed off Warcraft, of course. They showed gameplay for Warcraft. What is this? Warhammer: Age of Sigmar. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Let me find out. Little Nightmares 2. They showed off Outriders.
So
Outriders looks interesting, but is it a looter game?
I don't want that.
You said what?
I don't want that.
That's why I asked if it is. We got
games. Aren't the best of friends.
Okay, we got Little Nightmares 2. We got the Squadron. We got the Star Wars Sims. What? I would kill Rey I would trap Rey in a wall and she would die.
Why?
Ray has to die.
No.
I would trap Ray in a bunch of walls and starve her to death. She will never live again. I will end the galaxy, or save the galaxy from a plank of wood.
Leave Daisy Ridley alone.
I didn't say Daisy Ridley. Did I say Daisy Ridley? Speaking of Daisy Ridley, nobody wants to hire Daisy Ridley
Anymore?
Yeah.
What did she do?
Kind of her remarks on her nonsense, especially when people was calling what's his name Mary Sue. She kept saying that's sexist, and I'm like, how is that is sexist? Whatever.
It'd be like that sometimes, you know.
But yeah, like nobody wants to hire her. They think it's a bag. She's a magnet for nonsense. So, I mean, that makes sense in Hollywood. You don't want to hire somebody that's a fucking magnet for dumb shit. You know what I mean? I get it. They showed off the new Warframe DLC, which I probably will get back on Warframe. I don't know. It looks interesting with some of the stuff they added.
It's crazy that people still play Warframe.
Did you ever play Warframe?
I did. I didn't understand what the hell was happening.
Yeah.
So I stopped playing it, but I recognized that it had pretty damn good combat and pretty fun.
The Super Override Mech Battle game, Part 2, which I didn't like the first one. It was pretty lame to me. Like it wasn't like a bad game. It just I wasn't particularly interested in playing this shit. Like it was so freaking awkward to play, and after a while, I played it for like 2 seconds because it was free for Plus at the time, and then I stopped playing it because yeah. And then there's a special crossover announcement. The Lego Star. Oh, what the hell is this? Lemnis Gate. Do you know what Lemnis Gate is?
No.
Oh, okay. It's a shooter game where you're stuck in a time loop. That don't sound familiar at all.
Not at all. I don't know what's up with that concept of being tossed around like this. But
I don't know. You got the Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga.
yeah, they better not call it the complete saga again because goddamn.
We got a game called Struggling, which if I describe Struggling to you, you'd probably freak out. Ugh, what is this? Yeah, I would never play this. Spellbreak. Huh, it looks interesting. It looks like the person who did Zelda Breath of the Wild drew it. Oh, that's cool. It looks like another Battle Royale, though. If it's a... I swear to God, if Spellbreak is a Battle Royale, I'm going to flip the fuck out. And it's a Battle Royale, isn't it? It's a Battle Royale. It's a Battle... Yo!
We have another battle royale.
We have another Battle Royale, bro. Alright.
Nice.
Hey. If you don't know, have an original idea, you make a Battle Royale.
You are trying to change the formulas.
Hey, bro, fuck that. Battle Royale. Fucking Battle Royale, bro. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
I want to see a decent survival board game.
Okay, we got a couple of more games. We got Hypercharged Unboxed. Looks interesting, but I'm not particularly interested in that. What that looks. Paradise Lost. I don't know if you heard about that.
Nope. What's that?
It looks like an adventure game. We got the Signer or whatever. It's a techno-noir mystery adventure game. Iron Harvest. Wow, Ace Combat 7. Haven, of course. We got a free-to-play shooter. This game called Vigor is, and I'll quote this. Tell me if this sounds familiar to you. A Vigor is a free-to-play shooter looter set in a post-war dystopian world.
That describes a lot of looter shooters, but okay. Is that all they gave you?
That's exactly what they say in the description. I don't even gotta look at it. We got Morbid, 7 Acolytes. It's a Souls-like game that mixes horror punk setting with the action RPG gameplay.
No. Can we not oversaturate the market with Souls games?
Too late! How many in the next 2 weeks? Hellpoint and Mortal Shell. Except for Hellpoint, it's and then Mortal Shell is okay. Alright, so we got Medieval Destiny. We got some of these are just the titles that we got. I'm not about to look at it. Demon Turf, King's Bounty, Trodian Topi, Goner, Proto Corgi, Cyberhook, Skull Hero Slayer, Spinach, Gone Viral, Paradise Lost, Ariel's Night, Terror Squid, Unannounced Game, Blade Assault, Rift Breaker, Game, the blah blah blah, Mafia, the Definitive Edition. Don't we already have that?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I was watching a feature gaming event. They did that. Yeah.
Wow, Borderlands 3, Psycho Frig, and Fantastic Fluster Cluck. Ooh, okay, Krieg is back. Let's go see what that is. I'm actually gonna look at that trailer. Hold up, I'm gonna go look at this trailer for a second. If it would play. Oh, why am I on IGN? I would never watch this stuff on IGN. Ew. Can't spell ignorant without IGN. Do you get Creed back?
What?
You get to travel into Creed's mind from Borderlands.
Okay.
It's okay. It literally looks like I'm not even gonna tell you what I thought about the trailer. Because if I tell you what I thought about the trailer, you would laugh so goddamn hard.
No, I need to know.
It looks like the Harley Quinn movie.
Huh. How? What?
Hey, bro. Let's not do this here. We're gonna call that a day. There are certain things I'm going to talk to you about on this goddamn podcast, and there's certain things I'm just not going to say it out loud ever again. Giga Bash is Godzilla Destroyer Monsters without Godzilla. That looks amazing. Proto Corgi. What the fuck is Proto Corgi? Get to play as a Corgi man? Yeah. Oh, that's pretty fucking funny. You get to play as a flying Corgi. It's like R-type. So it's a shmup. Oh, that's pretty fucking cute. And then Morbid and the 7 Acolytes. I gotta see this. When does this come? Oh. I mean, it's like Dark Souls as in you run out of stamina, but it's an isometric zoo. It's on the top of your head.
Isometric?
Yes. Oh, that's pretty cool. We got some cool bosses. Looking.
Top down Dark Souls.
Yeah. Damn, son. It's gonna be pretty cool. And of course, there's a bunch more games that are going to be announced in terms of tomorrow. But we're not about to sit here and look at every trailer. We'll be here for literally the rest of our lives. Grime. That looks familiar. I'm surprised they didn't announce no more Smash Brothers characters. Where Nintendo at? Galactic?
They're in heat actually as of this week because they had a mini Nintendo Direct and showed nothing interesting.
Oh no, it's another Souls-like. But it's... Oh no, it's another Souls-like game, except for it is sideways instead of isometric.
So did Remnants of the Ashes have a second DLC?
Yes.
Huh. I need that. I need that in my life.
Did you play the first DLC?
No, but I want to.
By the way, there's a Batman 3 Jokers comic coming out.
Yeah, I already knew they would have to use that plot point sometime.
Yep. But okay, looks like we covered a lot of stuff today. Jesus Christ. We have more to talk about next time. When we have more people, because we have a lot of crap on here for the GAMESCOM. Oh my god, there's even more still coming out. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna look at the trailer for Vigor. I'm gonna look at the trailer.
Yeah, look at that trailer, my guy.
Let's look at the trailer. I want to look at the trailer for what's it called, and then I want to see for Vigor, and I'm gonna see if it's a looter shooter that needs to be. And I'm already done with it. I don't even care anymore. And look, it's The Division. Ooh, Bright Memory gameplay trailer. Is that a shoot? It's a shooter. Wow, how to disappoint me. Fuck. Anywho, was there anything else you wanted to bring up before we cut this joint off and head off on the helm front, sir?
No, I can't think of anything else. Nothing else comes to mind.
Yeah, this is actually longer than what I thought it was going to be. You're right. A little bit short.
Unless you wanted to talk about the Nintendo Direct itself that hit this week, that everyone was upset at.
There was a Nintendo Direct?
Apparently there was a Direct Mini. And
hey, yo, Nintendo usually tells you stuff that don't raise your expectations unless it is a Nintendo Direct and they say this or that. But if it was a Nintendo Direct and it was a mini, what did they have on it?
Yeah, there was one 3 days ago. It was 11 minutes.
Oh,
like I said, there was big rumors going around about how Nintendo was going to have this Direct, it was going to have this, that, and the third, and it came out and everybody was like, oh. I didn't even know that was now.
You talking about this partner showcase where they showed off that stupid Kingdom Hearts game?
Yes, that showcase is the one people are very mad at right now.
Well, that's their fault. That's their fault. I'm not mad at it. You know why I'm not mad at it? Because Nintendo usually would have told me that, yeah, there's a fucking, there's a, what's it called? Oh, Big Rumble Boxing Creed Champions? Is this a, it's a weird looking boxing game that oh, Lord Jesus. Looks pretty bad. Bruh, oh my god. Final Fantasy Legends. Even though technically that Final Fantasy is not Final Fantasy, is the Secret of Mana 1. They got Just Dance.
Oh yeah, so people were upset at Just Dance because it wasn't on the Wii.
Puyo Puyo versus Tetris 2. Ooh, Minecraft Dungeons is just now getting to the... You're serious right now. J-Stars Jump Force is... Are you fucking serious? You advertise Jump Force. Why are you advertising Jump Force? I will never ever recommend T-Pose the game to anybody in their life. The amount of T-posing that happened in this shitty game. Oh, God, this game was so shit. And then I have people come to me, it's not that bad. I'm like, no, it's a very shit game.
I know a lot of people actually like
I know there are a lot of people that actually like it, and I will explain to them every day of the week on why the game is complete and utter dog shit. And every time, and I will do this with a straight face and be unironically an ass about it. Also, they're showing off the Tsubasa game on the Switch, which actively looks worse in the trailers than the actual game on the PlayStation. The frame rate is so terrible. Or am I tripping? Galactic, did you see that shit? I can't be the only one I seen that, Galactic. Whatever. When it comes to Nintendo people, they do get mad at dumb shit really easily. When it comes to the Nintendo Direct Minis, and they usually always set the expectation.
I'm not sure this Nintendo Direct Mini because I knew it was.
You said what?
I didn't say anything.
No, I mean, Nintendo fans are kind of idiots when it comes to that. Sometimes they usually don't pay attention to what Nintendo says, and they get trolled out really easily. It's very funny. But that being said, is there anything else you would talk about? Wait, what were we saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You cut out again.
Oh, I guess I did for you, but for you cut out for me. Well, I said, is there anything else you want to talk about? Because we're about to wrap this shit up, and yeah.
Nope, I'm good.
All right, this is actually entertaining today. Have fun with you guys. Of course, next week I have no idea what the fuck we're going to be talking about. So that being said, do you be watching the Tier List Friday videos? Because it's just...
I saw the one. I do see some of them.
You saw the console list?
Saw the console.
Ayo, I'm surprised nobody's yelling at me about that one. I'm genuinely surprised. But, alright, bruh. I'm going to get off this now. I gotta go sleep. Well, I'll probably hop on PlayStation for a second and then go my ass to sleep. But, alright. Galactic. 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 Hello? Why aren't you talking to me anymore?